the India story, the India vaccine story. 3 being manufactured, many more, it's being said, will be able to take advantage, not just in people living in India, but people living in Africa, people living in other parts of the world. Take a look at this report.
With over 89 lakh people recovering from COVID-19 and 4,26,000 active cases in India, the COVID pandemic is far from over in India. As the world races to find a vaccine, India too is among the front runners. Last Saturday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi undertook a whirlwind 3-city tour to take stock of the progress at 3 vaccine hubs. Donning a PPE kit, the Prime Minister spent time in the labs to hear scientists explain the finer details of their work.
वैक्सीन की रिसर्च के मामले में हम इस स्थिति में आए हैं कि 2021 में देश के लोगों को हम वैक्सीन देने की स्थिति में आ जाएंगे। जुलाई अगस्त तक लगभग 25 से 30 करोड़ लोगों को हम वैक्सीन देने की योजना हमारी है और उसके हिसाब से पूरी तैयारियां देश के अंदर चल रही हैं।
3 vaccines are in last stage trials in India, 2 of them homegrown. The Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is in 2nd and 3rd phase trials in various hospitals. India's own Covaxin is undergoing phase 3 human clinical trials at the AIIMS in Delhi and in other states. The Zydus has conducted phase 2 trials and the results are awaited. The only hiccup in these trials came at the Serum Institute of India when a Chennai volunteer claimed to have suffered after effects. The Serum Institute of India has rejected the charges, saying the adverse reaction was not due to the vaccine. The government and top medical body ICMR have assured that a vaccine can only be introduced after it passes all rigorous safety norms. India's vaccine development is keeping pace with the rest of the candidates across the globe. The government is confident that there will be good news on the vaccine front in 2021. Bureau Report, India Today.
And Dr. Mahajan, this is the good news that India has actually been waiting for, perhaps the world has been waiting for, readily available, inexpensive, easily movable and easy to store.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The vaccine, Covaxin, which has been mentioned, which is a partnership between the Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, and Bharat Biotech in Hyderabad. This is an indigenously developed inactivated vaccine, and this can be stored at normal temperature in the fridge, as can be the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, and those are vaccines which are more suitable for India. Also in Ahmedabad, Zydus Cadila is making a DNA-based virus vaccine, which again would not require the minus 70 degrees refrigeration that is needed for Pfizer. So I think all 3 vaccines are in very good place. And if we look at the numbers that these companies are capable of manufacturing, then Serum Institute is able to manufacture about 800 million in a year of the the Oxford vaccine. And since all these vaccines required 2 doses, so you can half the number. So 400 million, and out of them, half of these are meant for India. That is 400 million for India, and 400 million, as per the contract signed, will go to other underprivileged countries of the world, as you mentioned, Africa, other parts of Asia, and maybe even South America. And
does this also mean, Dr. Jainer, does this mean that every citizen needs to be vaccinated, needs to get these jabs and 2 doses? Every citizen of the UK or every citizen across the world?
See, when we have any vaccine, the whole idea of vaccination is to prevent the condition. Now, as we know, this is more fatal in elderly population, so they'll be targeted. But the aim should be to vaccinate anyone above the age of 18 at least, because in children, we don't see a very significant effect. We don't see them become unwell or needing hospitalization. So UK is hoping to vaccinate everyone above 18 by the end of spring, so that we are looking hopefully by March and April time, we should have more the new normal, as they call it, because don't forget, it reduces the severity, but none of the vaccines have shown any effect on reducing transmission from one to another. So we may still have to carry on with masks.
That's a very important point you make there, ma'am. Absolutely. Mask on will be the new norm, the new normal. Hand hygiene, extremely important. But Dr. Jainer and Dr. Mahajan, many thanks for joining me. There is hope. There is hope of a brighter future starting next week in the UK.